Welcome to Argue Bros, the podcast that gives you multiple perspectives on today's hottest topics. Hosted by NicoPengin, Fred in Progress, and Jess Freeman. If you're looking for some inspiration from and for normal people, or simply want to know the bros a little more, you better open up your mind to the fresh perspective that's coming your way right now.
And now, welcome to the next installment of Argue Bros, episode where we essentially just talk our talk and ramble on about random topics. We got Jess Freeman in the building, and we also got Fred in Progress.
What's up? Another day.
You know, so today we got some of our favorite content that we got at our disposal. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite directors, possibly one of the greatest directors of all time, Christopher Nolan. And since you guys have watched a lot of his movies as well, I actually want you guys to tell me, like, right now, currently, which is your favorite Christopher Nolan movie?
I definitely would have to say, just off recency bias alone, and because it was good in general, definitely, obviously, got to be The Prestige. Now that after watching it, I've been trying. Rafi over here has been trying to get me to watch The Prestige for years now, and so now that I finally watched it with all the build up over the years of both being watching, it was an amazing movie. And now I think it's definitely on par with Inception. But I mean, he made some good ones. Like Tenet's up there too. If I had to make a top three, then that would be the three. And then we had to add like an extra fourth in, because you got to add extra fourth in. I'll choose one of the Dark Knight trilogies, which would be the first.
Because which one's your favorite though?
The Prestige. I'll say The Prestige. I like the trickery in it.
Okay.
And the signs.
I would say the Dark Knight.
Like the entire trilogy?
No. Like just the Dark Knight, the movie, when it came out in 2008. I did not know that was I did not know that was a Christopher Nolan movie, and that shit was like one of the best Batman movies ever. And you know, once a Batman movie comes to scene, it's like comes to town, it's like, oh, we got see that.
Man. Like that's one of the craziest things about Christopher Nolan is his ability to make movies so good. And I have to agree that is my favorite movie of all time as well, is that one. Because I feel like that movie, The Joker, was just like a perfect piece. It's like Heath Ledger played that role.
He was like a menace. Yeah, bro. OD. And I forgot who played Batman, but he wasn't bad.
Christian Bale played Batman
either, bro. It was like a perfect cast. Yeah, Christian Bale. Yeah, it was a perfect cast, bro. Literally.
Yeah, and now in Prestige, Fred, who was your favorite character out of that whole movie?
None of the main characters. Can I say that first? I love all the main characters. Love all of them. Definitely Nikola Tesla.
That was your favorite character?
I like Nikola Tesla and his homie. It wasn't just the character. It wasn't just the character. It was Nikola Tesla and his little assistant homie. I love the way they handle all the business. I love the way they're just secluded up there. Got that electric fence and everything. He's like, you shouldn't have this power. You shouldn't have. I'm leaving in my carriage. just goes into the dark, giving this man. Let me not spoil it. Just goes into the dark, giving this man power. I'm just like, oh my god, I liked him in the story.
Yeah, man, him in that story was wild. And he warned him in the beginning, like, what he was up to. He told him, like, with great power comes great responsibility, and you have no idea what you're asking for. And it's kind of crazy how, like, Fallon sent him on a wild goose chase.
And exactly, he sent him on a wild goose chase and actually led him to finding some new scientific revolution.
It's so crazy.
They're going bankrupt for all his money, like. Just the way the story plays out and leads into him is hilarious.
And Justin, who's your favorite character in The Dark Knight?
You got me. Batman.
Oh, for real? Is it because he's rich? A playboy?
Played that role really well. No, it's because
Is it because he's like a rich playboy?
I just like Batman.
That's
Batman's
it.
my favorite character in any Batman movie.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Understandable.
And Fred, who's your favorite character?
Excuse my friend.
I was gonna say, Fred, why or do you feel like when you watched that movie and you saw Nikola Tesla, did you ever feel like that's something that you could do?
Like, be the mad scientist man?
Yeah, be mad innovative, not holding yourself back.
No,
just like creating
I could never
wild.
be. No. I'll be the electric fence that would keep everybody out.
You be the electric fence keeper, dude?
Yeah, bro. I'll be like, hey, y'all can't get close to the man. Shock everybody, fam. I'll be the electric fence.
Yeah, because he had that thing on him.
Yeah, electric fence, man.
Yeah,
I get to stay charged at all time, but I ain't got to do too much of the work. See, the person back there keeping me charged with all this. So I get to just hold y'all back. Easy job.
Yeah, because he brought that rifle or that shotgun out the first time that guy came. He was ready to fire on him. He was like, "Hey, no."
I think you misunderstood. I'm talking about literally. I'm gonna be the fence.
Oh,
not his assistant. I'm talking about I'm gonna be the electrical fence.
I got you.
Literally, I will be charged through the ideas and the inventions of whoever I'm guarding through that fence.
Yeah, I got it.
And it doesn't have to be. I don't have to be physically guarding their life. I can be guarding different aspects. I'm saying I could be I'm going to be the fence.
Yeah, I get it. That's a dope. Yeah, deep. Yo, Jess, you ever feel like you're anywhere, some way, somehow similar to Bat? Or are there certain traits that you'd wish that you could carry with you outside of just the money and Playboy skills?
Playboy skills. I wish I had those. And money man, Batman. Nah, the only thing I can relate to him is when he be beating niggas' asses.
You wild.
He's a good character to overcome adversity. That's why I really think
that's funny. As for me, man, I love the Joker, man. I can relate to that dude so easily. This dude just lives life on edge, like just Russian rouletting every freaking day, yo. Like the way the movie started, and this dude is the driver, and he's like, "Nah, I don't kill you. I kill the driver." Like, bruh, just that scene alone in the beginning of the movie just made me just go like, "What?" Just like this dude calculated everything to the T. He's so freaking smart, and the funny thing is he's a billionaire too. He when they stole money or whatever, and he got paid for like supposedly killing Batman or whatever, it's like he burned up like $20 billion in cash and kept the other half for himself, which means this dude got just as much as Bruce. So he's just his
operation just the same, just in crazy form.
Yeah, it's like he's so smart, he's so meticulous, he does everything to the T. He even lets himself get caught sometimes because it's just no fun being 100% with everything. And that's why he doesn't really kill Batman, and Batman can't really kill him because without each other, they're nothing. But next question. In The Prestige, Fred, who did you hate the absolute most? Like, what was the character that just like made you go like, why doesn't Christopher Nolan just delete this person? Like, oh, I hated this person. They're ruining the freaking movie.
I really have nobody that I hated, honestly, in the movie.
It was that good?
Yeah, there was no extra fat or weight in the movie, which would be a character. Everybody played their role sufficiently, and like, you just related to the different characters, honestly.
You didn't even hate nobody?
No, they all had their own reasons to why they were doing the things they were doing. I wasn't even mad at the ending. I wasn't mad. We're not going to spoil the ending because there's still plenty of people who haven't seen the movie. Like, I haven't. It's been out for like
came out in
14 years, something. Yeah, 14, 15 years now. But no, I wasn't mad at nobody. Didn't feel like nobody needed to be removed.
Man,
I was a little annoyed.
Fallon's wife.
I was a little
annoyed.
Oh, she was stupid. It's okay. You can tie whatever knot you want, fam. All right.
Oh, her?
yeah. One of that at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. I should have known that's who you would have chosen. Because it's so true. It's like if you don't know how to get out of it,
you're the reason for all this.
Yeah.
You want to risk your life for, and no one even knows what knot's getting tied, fam. They don't even see the knot. They don't even know. The crowd wouldn't even know which knot is more difficult. So it's not even for the show. Like, it's just for your personal challenge.
Correct.
Like what are you doing? What are you doing?
They're no feeling risky.
Yeah, there's no benefit.
Like,
I would have been mad at my wife on just that level. Like, why are you doing this with this man? Y'all tying knots together. Like, I tied the knot across the wedding. Like, I think my say of what knot should be tied is more important than what knot. Like, hold up. And then see, that's why you died. That's why you died. Because you tied a knot with another man. That's all I'm saying, fam. You want somebody I'm annoyed with.
Yo, what if that's what Christopher Nolan actually meant with that movie?
Nah, and then the old preacher who married him came out with the axe, tried to break her out. Oh,
he did marry them.
Did he? I don't know. I don't know.
He probably played the part. He's a magician and a performer, stagehand.
Who knows? All I know
that's
is
so
she
funny.
tied the wrong knot. She tied the wrong knot with the wrong man.
That dude, I feel like Christopher Nolan be doing that though, just being doing those weird juxtapositions like that. Like, this is what happens when you don't listen to your husband. You tie the knot with your coworker or whatever. Now, Just Freeman, in The Dark Knight, who did you really hate as a character?
To be honest, I hated Batman and Joker just because when I was younger, I didn't realize that they needed that balance. So I was like, just kill him! Just kill him! Just kill him! Anytime they was next to each other, I was like, you got the chance right now! Throw a boomerang, kill him! Kill him!
Oh, I know that feeling. Hella hard.
Do any of them, do Batman or the Joker remind you of anybody that you know of? Nobody has any of those traits or qualities.
Of Jokers, for sure.
Hey.
But not the beneficial ones, right?
Yeah, right.
All the ones with the easy, shitty qualities.
We got the fucking generic Jokers.
Yo, Fred, do you know any females that remind you of that lady that always trying extra hard at something they know they're gonna fail at and then fail at?
I plead the fifth on all accounts. I don't speak on females. I'll do that later on. I'll plead the fifth. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was safe route. Hey, take the safe route, because I was looking at that like, wow, that reminds me of a few people I know personally. Like,
I don't think you equated the risk of that one knot to your life.
Like, I don't think it's an equal exchange. And I'd be looking at
I can
people,
understand the crowd understood the value of what knot you're tying, but I mean, there was no value. There was no value nowhere there to be gained.
Yeah, because I'd be looking at people like, why are you trying so hard at something that isn't that serious? Like, I'd be looking at people like, why are you trying so hard, so extra hard at something that doesn't matter the amount of effort that you put in? Like, it's just wasting.
I got a question back back to what you were asking Justin earlier about killing Batman and Joker, right? Mm-hmm. Where Justin said, I'm like, I wonder what age the kids realize if Batman killed Joker, or like if Superman killed Lex Luthor, I wouldn't have any more comics to read. Because then they have to make a whole new universe, just like Santa Claus and like the Tooth Fairy and all that kind of stuff.
Probably on this episode, thanks to you.
Hey, I mean, if you want more content, you better get another whole universe. Don't worry, Marvel and DC got that locked down for you.
I mean, isn't that why in Superman there's so many different universes and stuff like that? There's so many different kinds of Superman, and just like in Marvel, there's so many different kinds of everybody, because every timeline gets destroyed sometimes.
You gotta have some variety,
at some point, some timeline gets destroyed, and it's like, okay, this one gets destroyed. Now, what's gonna happen to Earth 3124? All right, that one gets destroyed. What's gonna happen to Earth 3125? That one gets destroyed. But they all get destroyed in a different way, and it just keeps you engaged the whole time.
Yeah, then they can add in a whole bunch of new characters. It's really smart how they do it. It really is smart how they do it, though, because like, how could you continue the same story in the same world for so long? Like, people don't live forever. A whole bunch of stuff.
You just add a different variant to it. Now, what was your favorite scene of the film, or like what was the moment you knew like, damn, this is my favorite movie because of this scene?
I would definitely have to say the I'm at spoilers. I'm not spoiling the rest of it. I'm spoiling because I have to say it. When Borden and Fallon when Borden and Fallon had to for the last time when he was in jail, and he passed the ball to him like that final trick, and then he walked away. Man, it was like, go. At least one of us can still live for the both of us. I was like, oh my god, my heart, my soul. Yes. That was so sad. And I was like, and then afterwards, he went and put that business on that man. He wouldn't go put that business on that man in that basement. Oh,
he got that ending.
A good ending. It was a sad, good ending.
That's when I realized who they were. Like that moment, I was like, oh, they kept their secret their whole life. Like, wow.
And even to the end, they just like continue. The word sacrifice just throughout them. Even to the end, he's like, I'm sacrificing. One of us can live and enjoy. It's like crazy.
Dedicated, and he decided to die how his lover died. Like they chose everything was planned out meticulously. Like the moment that she died, he no longer wanted to live, but he couldn't do it to himself. So it's like they set it up. They let themselves get caught. So, like, bro, I'm telling you, Christopher Nolan be so introspective like that. Did you ever contemplate that? That they
I didn't even think about that.
They let themselves get caught, so that way, because he loved her like that, and he didn't want to live without her, and because of that, he decided to get hanged, just like how she hanged herself because she couldn't live through the fact that she, with a set of twins. Because the other brother was getting in. I was like, hey, she don't know.
She wasn't as perceptive,
yeah, like she didn't know until afterwards, where it's like, oh dang, I don't even know who the father is.
Dang, yeah. I wonder if twins were even that I wonder if twins were even that rare back then.
I think so. I think they were pride in joy and stuff like that. And does that scene stand out because you realize at that moment who they were, or just because like it was the sentimental value of that particular moment?
It was a sentiment because it just played back to so many different parts in the movie, just that one action. He related to so many different things of like the trick of the bird getting crushed, and I guess it was your lucky day for the brother.
Oh yeah, right to the beginning.
Like it played back to so many different things.
It's like one of us has to be the one that dies, and the other one has to be the one that lives. That's what magic is. It's alchemy. Somebody's the sacrifice. Somebody gets to survive.
Yeah. No, but
there's
sad though. Yeah.
Man, if he didn't get caught, he still would have wanted to live. I'm pretty sure. But that's crazy. That's crazy though. Old man was like, "Yo, I'm gonna use my death to catch you, but it's not my death, but it's my death." Oh my god, the savagery and the lengths a man will go for his pride and his ego is insanity. That's the two things he showed you. It's just like the pride ego thing, and then like sacrifice.
Now, just what was your favorite scene of The Dark Knight? Like the one that stood out and made you say, like, because of this particular scene, like this is the movie for real that I really care about.
Man, you got me thinking now really hard.
That one scene that made you go like, dang.
When the Joker was riding in the cop car. And he was just enjoying the ride while every other cop car was chasing him. And he got his head out and everything, just enjoying the it's crazy.
Tongue flapping.
At that moment, I just realized
this is a great movie.
This is incredible.
That scene was so. And plus the soundtrack that was going on at the moment, the dynamics, the way the camera was panning around the car and stuff like that. And then the way that the camera was just like on the dash, like right behind the rear view camera, the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
that perfect
everything. Yeah. Christopher Nolan chose that scene very well. Now, for me, my favorite scene of that film, because that was my favorite movie too, is when Joker makes his introduction to the mafia people. Bro, when this man just walks in, just like all savagery, just like, hey, I got a magic trick. wanna watch this pencil disappear?
Oh my god!
And then the goon just walks in, and then it's like, there it is, it's gone. And then as soon as everyone stands up, opens up his jacket, I wouldn't move if I was you. It's like everybody's like, damn, the nigga got like 15 grenades. Like, he wildin'. Would he pull the trigger? Hell yeah, he would.
That man said, "I get a life for free."
He's like, I get to walk in and walk out with the deal, and then he laid down the one of the best speeches, and one of my favorite things is like at the end of the speech when I forgot who asked him, like, if you're so confident, why haven't you done it yet?
How do you like it so far? Don't forget to reach out via social media and suggest the next hot topics to argue about.
Now, in the movie, did you have any unexpected moments when you saw the movie, The Dark Knight, Jeff?
Yeah. I didn't know that in that movie that the Joker was gonna create Two-Face. Yeah. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, there you go. But who the hell has not seen it? It's from 2008. Kids, you're gonna be like, that's old. And older people, you're gonna be like, that's old.
Yeah, that was a very unexpected scene. When I saw it, I really didn't have too many unexpected scenes, minus the first scene. But the other one was the fact that the criminals didn't blow up or press the button. Like, for me, that was the most unexpected scene. I literally thought that they would have went in, or at least even the high affluent luxury. And I know, knowing the Joker, he probably set the bombs up that whoever detonates, it blows up their own ship. Just knowing how crazy and eccentric he is. It's like, but that moment, it was just like a complete left field. Like, why wouldn't the criminals detonate it? Like, I get the cops are too scared. I get that. They're morally good people, but they got wives and they got families they got to go home to. So you would think that they would at least hand it over to the ones that are on death row. The ones that are heinous serial, like, hey, you press the button. Do it for us. And that person will, yeah, sure, whatever. I want to live another couple of days before I'm executed. Press the button. Like, that's what I was like, oh, wow. Like, the big guy just grabbed it and just chucked it out the window, and the Joker's just waiting for the explosion to happen. And he's like, it's like, he was perplexed too. He's like, it didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? And you know, Batman hits him with the Gotham isn't full of whatever you think it is. We're good people. Which I know that I was like, I don't care about that. I was like, that's bogus. Like, what? I was like, you wouldn't have a job if Gotham was full of good people.
Exactly.
Like, what you talking about?
No, not a job. Like, no, not a job. A hobby.
Yeah, because that's what he calls it, his professional hobby. You know, but if you were the director of that movie, what would you do to improve the movie? If you saw anything that you could have tweaked just a little bit to make it better. If you saw absolutely anything.
Add a black guy. Or a black woman. Either or.
In which movie? The Dark Knight?
Both of them.
But doesn't in the Dark Knight, isn't one of like the secretaries? Wait, hold on. No, you're right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, man.
But what role would you want them to have?
That's besides the point.
No,
just their existence.
You gotta put them on. You gotta. What do they do? Are they an enemy? Are they an ally? Are they a love interest? What are they? Are they the news lady?
They are.
They just get is a victimized or whatever. Like who
whatever you say. I am now.
Like who's filling this quota that you came up with?
They could have the regular roles be trash, white actors have, because for every little black actor there is, there's like 5, 6 white actors. And why we only know the black actor's name and like 1 or 2 white actors' names?
But like what kind of specific roles? So like in The Dark Knight,
what role? Dark Knight, I would say, let's say,
because you do know in The Dark Knight, you do know Morgan Freeman is the weapons dealer for Batman.
Yeah. But Morgan Freeman, Morgan Freeman's my N-word, but
you need another?
He's also my wigger.
Both ways.
Yeah, facts. But I think I would prefer a black for Two-Face's girl, a black lady for sure, because his girl was annoying as shit and whack as fuck.
I mean, she got killed off.
Yeah, but that's besides the point.
Because ain't nobody wanted her for Batman.
Nobody wanted her for existing more minutes on the reel.
Yeah, it's like, man, she ain't giving it up to Batman, and he's Batman, and he's simping over her. Man, if you don't get rid of this...
Imagine if it was a black girl being like, come over here, sugar. No, I got a man. With like fucking swag and all that black girl magic shit.
Now, Fred, if there's anything that you would do to improve...
Don't even question me that question, you conniving concert of men. That would never change anything about that movie. Or, like, what? I'm a consumer. I'm just going there to watch a masterpiece.
Like, if you were asked... No. If you were asked by Mr. Nolan, there's nothing that you would tweak?
No, I'm good.
Like, even a musical piece here or there?
No, I'm good. It was a good thing. He had a good thing going. Fact. I don't think you can tweak. If you tweak them in a story, it's not the same story. You'd have to tweak a lot of different things. Because it lowers. Because if you add like a D quality tweak to something, and an S tier, it'll drop it like the C tier, and then you have to change a lot of other things to try to change the level of the movie entirely.
I agree.
That's why you don't go mess around at someone else's house. Build your own.
That's a very good way of looking at it.
Yeah, because if you try to change somebody else's house, you got to do so many different changes and accessorizing all that. When in reality, you could just build your own house for probably less effort.
Like even adding or removing a character like so.
Yeah, the whole character will redefine the entire story. Because then it takes away plot points. It takes away reasons besides for actions. It takes away a lot of what. Just even like a little bread person walking on the cart, having not even talking lines, could change something,
Mm-hmm. So then, if you could be a director and do your own film, would you use a similar style that Nolan does with creating layered storylines and creating open-ended?
With somebody else. No, I wouldn't do that because I don't know if I could do it as well as him. So there'd be no point in doing that. I'd have to figure out what my story telling style would be.
What your way of doing things?
Yeah. I'd definitely be on the fringe of society to do things my own way.
You'd have to go into a lot of detailed thinking in order to get that mind.
I'd probably produce a movie like every 3 years, 4 years. I was working on each section meticulously.
And you, Just Freeman, do you ever see yourself being a director, and would you ever use a similar style?
Like Fred said, similar style? I don't think so. Because everybody has their own masterpiece, their own art. And even if you try to copy somebody else's art, it's not going to be as well as you wanted it to be. But, inspiration comes from everywhere, so just by watching his movies, it's like, oh, okay. Now, that has me thinking about what if we live in a world that lived in another world that was controlled by another world, like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's one way of another coin, because that is true. Inspiration does come from other people. It's usually people that have done things before you, It's like how Kobe just imitated MJ, and as he kept imitating him, he just kept honing it to make it his own skill, but he had to like get the knowledge from somebody else first, because it's like not everybody can completely innovate something that's already been done. So it's so cool to be able to look at something and say, I can do this completely off script, nobody else's guidance, or to say, if that person is the best one doing that, let me take their template a little bit, hone it up, and let me make the new transported man. And still get the same, if not more, sales just because you put new in the name. Like
that was amazing marketing in general.
I know,
but that leaves a question in people's mind. They're like, "How is it new?"
Yep, it's like, is it worth this much? These questions. Yeah, that's exactly why they bought the tickets.
Amazing.
It's like, wow, that's a great upsale because he's right across the street.
Such a little nugget to look into. We like marketing.
Yeah, it's like why the transported man, the new transported man. Like, oh, I don't want to go to the transported man. I want to go to the new one.
I'm about to be the new Doritos.
Chill out. You're going to get hit with a lawsuit. Ain't the same no more. Chill out. Doritos are going to be like, damn, thank you for that free idea.
I'm like selling at a Walmart aisle across from Doritos near you.
Oh my God. At a Walmart, out of Doritos aisle near you.
Like, that'd be funny if I come with a backpack full of my brand of Doritos and then go to stock it up.
Oh man. Yo, you could actually have a network real quick.
I couldn't even get paid for it. No, I'm talking about this. I make my own chips. Just throw it in the Walmart. I couldn't even get paid for it though.
Like, I think a lot of
I'm talking about out licensed and everything. There'll be a lot of work to actually get licensed and everything.
No, that's not.
I'm talking about I just pack me up some.
That's less than 5 to 10 hour class.
No, that's work. You always downplaying work. That is work. That is work research effort. That ain't nobody, just everybody getting stuff inside of Walmart. That's why people. Oh my God, I got my Walmart inside of Walmart.
You just gotta know a store manager. And
I'm not saying. Okay, all right. Yeah, you talking about under the table. Now you talking about under the table get registered. All right.
No. Register yourself because it's easy.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not that hard. No, and then you just have to have the contact of a store manager to get in a store. So if you're licensed already to be able to sell, then you sit down at the table and you negotiate a deal.
You are oversimplifying that to the nth degree. Otherwise, do you know how many people have products in there? They're not going to just allow any product in there. And plus, you have to fill in a certain slot in there.
But that's why I said you got to know the person.
It's not just knowing the person. You have to actually get qualified and accepted through their validation process.
What'd you say, Jess?
No, I said I thought you have to make a certain qualifications as well for certain sales.
There's a lot more stipulations and qualifications than knowing the manager and getting through. There's a lot more than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so. I know so. There's no way that I know so based off the common sense of numbers.
But what common sense?
The common sense. If it wasn't that
networking doesn't work.
Stories. No, I'm not saying networking. I'm saying that there's no way you're just going to get in through. I know the store manager and I have a license in my company. There's a way more application process.
Really? Have you gone through that process?
Have you?
I've researched that process.
I doubt you have.
Yeah.
And explain it to me then, sir.
I just told you.
Because you're wrong.
No, I just told you what it is. You got to go and network.
You're not about to get in just because you know the store manager.
You think so? It's a real question.
Yes.
So you think that if you have a legal entity and you're good friends with a store manager, you're not able to have a section in the store?
You're trying to become a vendor or retailer. You're not just going to become a vendor or retailer with Walmart in there. You're making it way too simple.
Is it complicated?
Yes, it's complicated and hard to get into. Otherwise, you'd have way more retailers than vendors.
So are you talking about a small Walmart or are you talking about a large Walmart where there's like over 80 vendors in the store?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about the store. You're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about store by store and nationally, globally. I'm talking about store by store. You want to get, what are you talking about, for example? Give me an example of what you're talking about.
So for like at the local Walmart where we're at, there's like 80 vendors in the store. They all have to go up and speak to the store manager and renew contracts in order to sell their products in the store. So if you know the guy and you are qualified, and you have legit product, you have a thing called negotiation where you have to win them over. If you fail to win them over, then that's just on you. But to say that it's not possible because you're just that low, that's just ignorance, because you just have no idea how easy that is. It's like there's Goya, there's Mondes International.
Nigga, I'm not talking about those. Those are actual companies. I'm talking about, you're telling me at mom and pop. Do you know how difficult it is for a mom and pop, who we're talking about, to get on a Walmart
Target
shelf?
does that too.
No,
Walmart
it's not that easy though. It's not that easy.
It's not that complicated though.
It's saying it's not that easy.
But I'm saying it's not that complicated.
I know, but you're making it sound like, yo, today you can go out and get it'll take 1 week, a 3-hour course, and you can go join Walmart shelves.
Yo, imagine like, that. Imagine if it was that easy too.
Like what, bro? I'm gonna go sell Fred's PJs coming to a store near you, all wool.
Chill out. Somebody's gonna DM you and be like, hey, I could make you some PJs real quick. You know what I'm saying? That NicoPengin guy wasn't kidding you. Yo, like, what color you like? You like blue? We can make them blue for you. We could. And you got a Instagram? You could. What sponsor you? Yeah,
I'm about to bring jogging clothes back. I'm about to new set of jogging pants, new jogging shirt. What's up? Wintertime gonna be here soon, guys. Jog City, gang. Bring back the old style of jogging pants.
All right, now back to film, because one of my favorite parts of Christopher Nolan is the ending. Like, did you ever feel like the ending should have had a little bit more of a detailed explanation?
Endings like all of his movies, or endings in just particular?
Yeah,
movies?
All of his movies, because most of his movies end in like an open ending.
No. I love the way his movies. The way he ends his movies. I love having open ended endings like that, and not for sure, because it lets you wonder, let your brain wonder. So even after the movie, you feel like you're still enjoying the experience. Because plus you could experience in the debate, especially if you have friends. Like, unless you're just that guy who goes alone to the movie. Which, no offense, I was that guy at one point. No offense to y'all, but I mean, like, if you have friends that you go watch it with, you can argue with on the way back and talk and stuff like that. It's so much more fun, a much better experience.
Yeah, more interactive movie afterwards.
Yeah. See, a movie you could talk about after and enjoy is a movie you want to watch. Some movie you just go to watch it, and then afterwards you're like, yeah, that's cool. That explosion was dope. And then just go on about your time. It's an experience.
And you feel like his endings are a good representation of his work as a whole, or do you feel like, because a lot of people, they want an explanation? Do you feel like that?
No. I feel like in most of his movies, his endings are really, really good. I feel like maybe in 1 or 2 movies, I can't remember which ones, but it was like, what happened? But for the most part, his endings are pretty well transpired to the people.
Now, what do you think set that movie apart from like the Justice League movie that came out from DC?
That I couldn't remember it. When you said that, I didn't remember which. I was like, there was a Justice League movie?
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I didn't even watch it. They came out like a better cut version of like with the Zack Snyder thing.
Man,
I watched it because I thought it was a new movie because I didn't know what was going on, and it was still bad. It was better, but bad still. Yeah, what a waste of time. They couldn't salvage that. Even Zack Snyder couldn't salvage that. I don't know what they were doing. They're like, Marvel's been doing all the things we should have done for years. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do everything they were doing for years, but in one movie.
Man, that sounded like they had the standards way too high. Just couldn't meet it. Try to do everything.
They should have started off slow. People have been way more happy if we start like an origin story of one character, and then they slowly do the origin story in movies of each one. Because then we realize we already know what's going to happen because we see a blueprint of Marvel. But instead they're like, we got to get the Marvel money now.
Yeah, they're like, we got to put them all together. Like, we got to put them all together, all in one film, show them all their powers, all their super techniques, everything all at once. And let's hope for the best. Let's hope that they all
I went to Walmart and got me some Justice League cereal, and I opened it up. They gave me a Justice League toy in a little movie, and I was like, goddamn free movie. That's what it was worth. Like a little cereal box, a little add-on. My nigga, that shit was trash.
Now, when you said that you like the fact that you can walk back from the theaters and discuss movies, especially with Christopher Nolan, does that mean that you prefer them like watching them in theater versus like at the house?
Oh yeah, because first I like the theater surround sound system and stuff. I'm sorry, I can't afford that for whoever has that in their house. So I like the experience of the theater too, watching with people, hearing people's reaction to it if they're not talking at least. Definitely the theater experience for those kind of movies are better over watching it at home, unless you're watching it on like a big TV with some friends or something.
Mm-hmm. And you ever feel like Christopher Nolan movies are better like at the house and stuff, or like in theaters?
Either or, cause I just throw on some good headphones and blast that shit, and that's my surround sound. Or I just go to the theaters with a friend and, like Fred said, just talk about it. Like after, like, yo, sorry you like it. And the surround sound is different in the movie theaters. They'll have you jumping out the seats and stuff, so it's cool.
Yeah, because the movie's jumping. Now, after you guys just reviewed a lot of his films, do you guys feel like movie critics or something like that?
No, because I'm looking at it from a base consumer. Like, did I enjoy that shit? I was like, hell yeah. I ain't looking at like I'm gonna rate this. Yo, this score was wrong, man. It threw off the mood. The intensity wasn't there. No, I don't care about that. I'm just like, did I enjoy the movie? I'm like, yeah. Like just for my answer, like I want to be the electric fence in that movie. Like I enjoyed that movie enough where I'm fine with being an inanimate object. Like I don't care.
Oh my god, yo, that movie was so good. You want to be non-human?
I'll join up in there.
Oh man,
you one of Nicholas Tesla's inventions. Hey, they ain't no real talk though. Like just one random point. Mm-hmm. Like because he's been electricity fairly new. Like the electric fence was like a kind of brand new. So I mean, imagine the people who could have shocked with that. Just like, hey, let me open. He could have done so many pranks. With like, oh my god, imagine he would have done like the early pranks where you give him a pin and it shocks him. Like magic, could have like legitimate like magic, like just with like small electrical things.
Yeah, he probably created. He probably created. Oh, for real? Yeah.
That's why they killed him.
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild. You know, now that we went over this, you know, amazing individual, do you guys have any more upcoming, upstanding projects or things that you guys are working on as we close?
For me, just look out and be trying to do some consulting, man. Trying to do some consulting coaching. Just stay tuned for that.
You gonna be a
I'll
consultant?
be posting on social medias. Yeah, trying to help some people out, solve some problems, provide the brain power.
You good like that?
I would like to believe so, but we'll find out. There's some reviews, there's some people. See if I can help some people.
I've
already helped some people, but I want to see if I can help more.
More than one person.
Helped two so far. Got some good reviews.
But family don't count.
Non-family.
Non-family.
I'm gonna get the family. Okay. I'm gonna swing back.
Did they like it? Did they appreciate your work?
They liked it. They appreciated it.
Okay.
I think I can do better.
So
I think
you're on a roll because you got two more people than I do. So that's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Once y'all hear about it, it'll be out soon.
You got anything else other than just the consulting? Did you drop any of your other projects? Are you still web designing?
Still, I'm working on web design on the background. Y'all see the progress on it when it's complete. Because honestly, you ain't gonna see no much change until after I complete it and I put it out completely. But trust me, you'll see it. And then I'm debating, guys. I may start blogging again. I had to put it on the back burner because I had life happening. So I may throw up a blog a week again. I'll post about it if I do.
Are you gonna make it like 3,000 words again?
That's a little insane. Probably 1,000 minimum. Unless I'm motivated. 1,000.
All right, and Jess?
Stay tuned. Same thing as last episode. I got 4 weeks left, guys. 4 weeks. Stay tuned.
And beats when they dropping?
I got 4 weeks left. 4 weeks left. Stay tuned.
Oh, you're gonna drop them. You're gonna drop them two at the same time like that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at you! Stories and beats. You might drop. You might be able to drop beats that people could read along to the story. But
So he ain't dropping the beats, he dropping experience.
Yeah, that's a whole experience. I was thinking of a word. Yeah, boom, right there. Experience. That's a whole experience. Reading the story while having a nice beat to read to. You know what I'm saying? And as for me, tomorrow I'm dropping my comic Bate.
Some visuals.
So, we're gonna start taking, the comic a little bit more serious. I started talking to an editor for comics who's gonna start helping me. But anyway, that's Argue Bros, and that's enough for tonight. Peace out. Be safe.
See y'all next time.
Peace.
You've been listening to Argue Bros. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Keep listening and we'll catch up with you next week.